Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Xinhua Live. I am your host, Jiaming, reporting live from the vibrant Gaoqiao Grand Market, a sub-venue of the China-Africa Economic and Trade Expo, which is currently taking place. The excitement here at the Expo is palpable, as this year's event promises to be bigger and better than ever before. The Expo, which runs until July 2nd, has witnessed a remarkable increase in participation. According to official data, we have seen a 70% surge in exhibitors with 1,500 participants compared to the previous edition. Additionally, there has been a staggering 165.9% rise in registered products, with 1,590 items hailing from 29 different countries. This remarkable exhibition not only highlights African specialties such as red wine, coffee, and handicrafts, but also showcases a wide array of Chinese engineering machinery, medical equipment, daily necessities, and agricultural machinery. Furthermore, the city of Changsha is renowned for its culinary culture, and this year's expo doesn't disappoint. A kaleidoscopic of delicious African cuisines awaits visitors, adding an extra tantalizing dimension to the event. I must say, today promises to be a treat for the senses. Hi, Amy. So today we've invited Amy to join us. Amy is a postgraduate student from Central South University in Changsha. She's also a volunteer here at the Expo. So Amy, nice to have you here for our interview. Is this the first time for you to participate in this Expo, and what inspired you to become a volunteer for this event?
The reason why I became a volunteer here is because I like China, and I would love to see the cooperation between China and Africa grow bigger.
And I see. So is there any specialty products from your country at this exhibition area? Can you give us a brief introduction?
Yes, we have pepper as a special product from Rwanda. Our pepper here is very spicy and very hot compared to the pepper that is available at Hunan market. We know that Hunan people like spicy and love pepper. So my country decided to bring them the product that is not available on their market so that they can have an idea how Africa tastes.
Yes, I see. Indeed, Hunan people are famous for their taste for spicy food, and your country's varieties are even spicier than the local ones. That's impressive. So is there any other products on display? Can you show us?
Yes, we have other special products like the avocado oil that we use to make salad. This avocado oil is very good. It doesn't have fat. It prevents fat-related disease since it's raw fat and it's produced from avocado. It's a very nice fruit. We also have different tea. We have black tea and we have some green tea.
I see. So what's the difference between these tea varieties and the local ones? You know, China is also a major producer of tea.
The tea from Rwanda is a country of mountain. It's a country of 1,000 hills. That is the name, the other name is given to Rwanda. So the tea produced from the mountain and in a very good weather is very nice and very tasty.
Okay, I see. These are the reasons why these products are so popular in China. So speaking of the products, how many visitors do you receive on average? And do they make any purchases, or what's the daily order numbers?
We receive so many people visiting our stand. Mainly they're interested in the spicy, but they cannot make purchase now because we are not selling. They can scan the code and make the orders online.
Okay, that's very convenient for local buyers. And what do you expect from this expo? What do you see for the future China-Africa cooperation?
I see so many opportunities in this expo. China can see the opportunity of investment that is available in Africa, especially in the agriculture and the mining industry. Also, it is very important for African countries to experience how big the industry is available in China, so they can help them to change and increase the value of their products.
Okay, thank you again for participating in our interview today. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you so much.
So, our next stop is Kenya. Hi, Tony.
Hello.
Is this the first time for you to attend this expo? And what inspired you to become a volunteer here?
This is my first time to attend this trade expo, and my biggest inspiration is that I like the international cooperation between China and Kenya and Africa at large. That's why I decided to volunteer and participate in this expo that is held here in Changsha.
That's great. I can see that there are many specialty products from your country. Can you give us a brief introduction?
So there are three main specialty products from Kenya. That is Kenyan tea, Kenyan coffee, and Kenyan flowers. So in this shop we have Kenyan tea, we have red Kenyan tea, we have purple Kenyan tea, and then we have flowers. So for flowers we have pyrethrum and rose flowers. So Kenya is the biggest rose flower producer in the world and exporter in the world, and one of its biggest market is here in China. So as you can see, this is rose flowers.
Yeah, this one is very elegant.
Yeah, and it smells so good.
Yeah, the fragrance is very special.
Yeah. So the biggest specialty or something special about these flowers from Kenya is that they have big petals compared to their counterparts here in China. So that's why they have a big market here in Changsha and in China at large.
That's right. I can see that there are certain differences between this one and their local peers.
Yeah.
Is this the best-selling flowers in your exhibition area?
Yeah, this is one of the main selling product, because the main selling product here is tea. Kenyan tea is so good, and rose flowers they are the second main selling products in this exhibition. And if you want to make purchases, you go through the boss here, and then you can do your purchases.
Do you have any convenient means for the Chinese customers to buy your products, such as those flowers? And can you give us an example? Do you have any channels on the e-commerce platforms?
Yeah, this shop and the products we sell here, they are advertised in the Chinese media, and you can also see them if you visit this center. It is called Gaoxiao. Yeah, if you visit this center and visit this shop, you can find, and you can also take our WeChat and go on our channels to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very convenient. I can see that companies from your country have totally embraced e-commerce and digital platforms to boost their sales. What's your plan for your future career? Do you plan to stay in China?
After my studies here in Changsha, and I'm going to continue with my masters, and then I'm going to retire back to my home to go and help my country grow with the skills that I would have gained here, the technological skills, the commerce skills. There is a lot of e-commerce happening in China, and I think it's a good skill and good technology to take back there in Kenya.
That's great. I can see that you are set to make some change to your country and benefit the local people and boost China-Africa exchanges. Thank you again for attending our interview today. You have made a great perspective.
Thank you. Welcome.
For those who have joined us, we are now in Gaoqiao Grand Market in central China's Hunan province as we delve into the third edition of the China-Africa Economic and Trade Expo. Anticipation grows for an even stronger partnership between China and Africa in terms of economic and trade cooperation. Now I'm in a sub-venue of the expo to explore specialty products freshly arrived from Africa. Keep up with me. Hi, Hassan.
Hi.
Nice to have you here for our interview.
Thank you.
Is this the first time for you to attend this expo, and what inspired you to become a volunteer here?
Hi, I'm so glad and happy to hear that. I accept to be a volunteer because there is an opportunity between China and Africa in my countries, including. That's why I came here to represent my country.
Okay, so Hassan, can you show us what the products are on display at your exhibition area?
Oh, the place is the most important one is this one. We call it spaghetti. We have it here also in China, but they imported from from my country to China, and then after that they will use it some ingredient, and then they will give it to people to test it. It's so delicious.
Okay, so they are originally from Chad and further processed here in China, right?
Yeah, they're originally from Chad. They imported to China, and then they added some like after they industrialize it, they change it, and then after that people will consume it. Maybe they will bring it back to Chad, and then people will buy it.
Okay, I see that's a vivid example of business cooperation between China and Africa.
Cooperation between China and Africa is so important. It's so important for two parts, for China and for Africa. We need this kind of like investment of China to come to Africa. We have a lot of things, minerals. We have a lot of like decoration things, and then we need someone to take it and then to show it to others. That's why we need more Chinese investment in Africa, and then they will produce a lot of things, and then to bring it back to China to manufacture it, okay, and then to bring it to Africa and around the world. Not only Africans who are needed or China are needed, both of them are needed, and the world also will need it. That's why we are so happy to hear that, and we are so happy to see that happen.
So that's great to have you for our interview today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
As you can see, a wide array of African products is on display at the expo, from Kenyan roses to paintings of Chad, as their traders use the expo to explore the vast Chinese market. Our next stop is Cameroon. Hi, Alvira.
Hi.
We are very lucky today to have Alvira to join us. She's also a postgraduate student from Central South University. She's also a volunteer here at the expo. So, Alvira, is this the first time for you to attend this expo? And what inspired you to become a volunteer here?
It's actually my first time to participate in such event, and I was motivated to participate due to the fact that it is a cooperation, it is representing a kind of cooperation between China and Africa. And I would like to be engaged and be part of that, of such cooperation. That is why have I have accepted to be a volunteer.
Oh, thank you. We are very lucky to have you here. So, I see there are many specialty products from your country. Can you give us a brief introduction of them?
Yes, actually, you know, in Cameroon, we produce a lot of cocoa.
Yes.
That is why we are able to make a good coffee. For example, here you have a coffee type of Arabica, which is one of the best type of coffee in the world, and Robusta also, which is one of the best type of coffee in the world. So here we have a black chocolate of 80% cocoa, and here you can see a 100% pepper, natural pepper, that we have just kept in this plastic. And here you have pure cocoa that you can eat directly without any process. Yeah, as you can see that there is a variety of chocolates and coffee.
I personally am more interested by the chocolates.
Okay.
Because I am a foodie myself.
Okay.
So how can Chinese customers purchase the products from your exhibition?
Actually, there is a QR code, and each product has a price allocated to it. So if someone is interested about the product, you can just scan the QR code and purchase the product. And also there is another QR code where you can scan and go through all the products that are available from various countries in the building.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's very convenient for the Chinese market.
Yes.
And Alvira, can you share with us your opinion on this expo? And what's your thought on the China-Africa cooperation on the business area?
I really think it's going to bring some growth in the China-Africa cooperation, because it will increase the collaboration and bring more people from Cameroon to collect products from Cameroon and bring them to China. And also he will help Chinese population to learn about Cameroon through their products, even in such a way that even if they don't travel to Cameroon, they will feel like they are home, they are in Cameroon, while in China, because all the products are made in Cameroon.
Thank you, Alvira. Nice to have you again for this interview today. Thank you again.
Thank you too.
Wow, that was an eye-opening experience and a tasty trip as well. Over the years, the Expo has become a booster for China-Africa economic and trade cooperation. The previous two editions have witnessed the signing of 216 cooperative projects or agreements worth a total of 43.02 billion US dollars. In today's live streaming, we had the privilege of exploring the incredible array of African products showcased at the Gaoqiao Grand Market in Changsha, China. It's worth noting that China is Africa's largest trading partner and its fourth largest contributor of investment. Remarkably, official data reveals that bilateral trade between China and Africa reached a staggering 282 billion US dollars in 2022. The African volunteers we've just talked to believe that the Expo will help advance high-quality economic and trade cooperation between the two sides, building on current achievements. And now we're about to wrap up today's Xinhua Live. Thank you for watching. See you next time.